I'm working on a corset. It's a ribbon corset, and this is just a mock-up to make sure, because I had to alter the pattern from an underbust to an overbust, and I've never done that before, so yeah, and here we are.
You want women to like start wearing corsets more
Yes,
often?
I want
Tell me
women,
about that.
I want women, and or men, whatever, to transition back to wearing corsets, because corsets are the bomb, and corsets do not kill you, and do not break bones if they're made right and worn correctly. And it's, I mean, I wear bras, and I know the problem that I have is, like, you can probably tell right now, the strap keeps coming forward and I have to pull it out, or the underwire comes out and pokes you, or the strap in the, or the clasp in the back pokes you, or, you know, you wash them and they get all twisted and mangled, and then you gotta go buy new ones, and like, and this is what we have come to.
This is what we've come to.
And I would think with the technology that we have that we could do better.
Yeah.
And just looking historically at, I mean, historical people aren't stupid. Like, they do things for a reason. They just do willy-nilly whatever they, I mean, I guess they did whatever they wanted.
Yeah, they
That
were
was kind of the
trying
point.
stuff.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we're still trying stuff now, but you would think that with all the technology that we have, and with the, what is it, fast fashion, that we could do better. And corsets are very sexy, and they can create whatever silhouette you want. And the silhouette that most people know of from a corset is during the Victorian time, and that's the hourglass shape and the very, very small waists. But you can, if that's the shape you're looking for, you can get that without having a 14-inch waist. Like, that's not necessary. You can still get that if that's the silhouette you want. You can get that. You can also get other silhouettes. It's just the design of the corset.
What are you saying? It's like kind of more padding on other areas, right?
Yeah, so if you want the typical Victorian hourglass shape, then you would pad out whatever is needed on your body type to pad out to get the distribution of the weight, you know, whatever the percentage is, 10%, I forget what it is, but your waist to bust and hip proportions. And that is exactly what they did in the Victorian times, that if you had a larger waist, say, you know, a 38-inch waist, then you would make the sleeves of your shirt bigger to make your top look bigger, which makes your waist look smaller. It's all an optical illusion. That's all it is. And now, I mean, we don't do that anymore now. Now it's all
less clothes. It's like,
yeah, and you
as
gotta
naked
show
as you
your
can get
skin,
in
and
stomach,
not
it's
that I'm
big.
against that or whatever. I mean, cool, if that's what you want to do. I mean, then that's what you want to do. Cool, rock on. I mean, I don't think anybody that's bad or anything, but there are reasons why. I mean, yes, modesty, of course, like if you showed your midriff or an ankle or a wrist or whatever, you know, it was considered like, oh, that, you know, they were loose women, or, you know, whatever they determined that they were. I'm not saying that's what it is, but it was also for, like, to stay warm. Like, they didn't show off their midriff because it was freaking cold.
well, not during the summer, but
right. But also, then any exposed skin you can get, because they didn't have like the sunscreen that we have today. So how did they combat that and not get sunburn, which could kill you during that time, because they didn't have medicine like we do today. I mean, we have comparable to, you know, history, obviously. Like, our medicine is much better. So if you get a little sunburn, you can throw some aloe vera on it. You're normally pretty good to go. I mean, if you were, not that long ago, you get a sunburn, it could kill you. I mean, you could go septic and die, and like, no. So you're gonna cover up. Plus, it's much easier to keep clothing, natural clothing, cool, because natural fibers, so I'm not talking about polyester because it's plastic, and plastic. It's plastic, it doesn't breathe, so it's just gonna keep pulling in heat and pulling in heat and pulling in heat. If you're wearing linen or cotton or wool is very breathable. Wool will keep you cooler than polyester because it breathes, and it will only soak up so much heat, and then it's just gonna radiate off. It won't take it anymore. Your skin can take in heat and take in heat and take in heat, and that's how you get your sunburn, is because your skin took in too much heat. If you put a layer over top of that fabric can only absorb so much heat before it just can't absorb anymore. And then that's as hot as you're gonna get. You're not gonna get any hotter, at least on whatever's being covered by that material. Okay. So they're actually not stupid for covering up or prude for covering up. Yeah. It was a necessity type thing of like for health concerns, which we don't think about today.
Yeah, we don't need to. We don't have the same concerns.
Exactly, we don't have the same concerns.
But either way, do you think it makes it? It's probably better for larger busts and people because it like you said you can rest weight on the hip rather than the shoulders and stuff.
Especially for bras, like bigger busted women.
Like fabric lines or something on my belly with these. Would you? Do you?
With a corset?
Yeah.
Well, corsets, first of all, if you're going to wear a corset properly, your corset should not touch your bare skin.
Right, but you have like a shirt on underneath, and if it's bigger, like the folding, you'd think it would be all kinds of lines.
I mean, that's why, like, now today, we're going to have to stop. Okay. You wear like a camisole, so it would be like a close-fitting cotton shirt, and then you put your corset over that. Now, the lines would come from like where your boning channels are. Are your boning channels on the inside of the corset because you don't like the way the boning channels look exposed? Then yes, those boning channels can like push on you, and then you'll have like lines on your body from where the boning channels are pushing. That's why I like my boning channels on the outside, and I think it just looks pretty too. So it's kind of like twofold. If you put your boning channels on the outside or sandwiched in between versus on the inside of the corset. So it just kind of depends. Also, like how tight you lace. If you don't lace really tight, then you won't get that.
Yeah.
So it just kind of depends. If you want a tight lace, cool, tight lace. If you don't, cool, still wear a corset. Rock on.